The Iran war has just triggered the biggest energy supply shock. The entire global economy is heading gas prices, jobs are being lost, are rethinking. Ordinary people from America to China to Europe are already feeling the pain. Stay with me, because what is happening to your wallet right now is only the beginning. The Iran war has caused the biggest energy supply shock in modern history. Iran has effectively closed 20 of these cutting off. In America, gas prices are $3, and economists warn they can hit if U.S. economy lost 92,000 bond yields are rising, and mortgage stock markets are nervous. This is not just a Middle East problem, this is your problem. Economists are now warning about economic conditions in history. This is when THRE devastating things happen at the same time. High inflation, more for everything. Find it harder to see what happened in the 1970s oil crisis, and it took years to recover. Europe is particularly vulnerable, already struggling with high government debt and at historic highs now, facing rising energy prices and no room to protect consumers. The European Central Bank is now rate hikes instead of rate cuts, which could crush economic growth across the entire continent. Here is the shocking economic scorecard of this war. America is actually the least vulnerable being in the world. Largest energy producer at 13.6 million barrels per day. But consumers are still feeling the pain because oil is priced. Globally, Europe is the most exposed already, weakened from Ukraine war, energy shocks, and Trump tariffs. Now, facing another devastating energy crisis with almost no fiscal room to respond. And China is winning again, with the world's largest oil reserves lasting 3 to 4 months, full access to cheap Russian oil. Iranian oil supply to China is actually increasing since the war began. Meanwhile, Asian nations like Philippines have moved to a 4-day workweek. Myanmar is restricting driving to alternate days, and Thailand has banned most question that is keeping world leaders awake. Can the global economy avoid a recession? The brutal answer from experts is it entirely depends on how long this war continues. Stays closed, the damage to the global economy multiplies. And here is the most alarming part. China sees this crisis as an opportunity. Chinese households are rushing to buy electric vehicles. As gas prices rise, accelerating China as clean energy transition, while America and Europe burn through their oil reserves. The economic gap between China and the West could widen. This war is not just being fought with missiles and drones. It is being fought with your money, your job, and your future. Subscribe right now and hit that notification bell, because the economic impact of this war is going to get worse before it gets better. Share this video because everyone needs to understand what is really happening to the global economy. See you in the next one.